Hello, good afternoon to you. Welcome to Business. Microfinance operators have appealed for an extension of the deadline for their minimum capital requirements. The Bank of Ghana has set December 2020 for all operators to meet the deadline. But speaking in an interview with Joy Business, CEO of Universal Microfinance Company, Koyofofi, which is one of the few companies which have already met the requirements, appealed for a further extension so that many of the microfinance companies can survive the deadline.
The association has put up an appeal that the regulator should accept to extend the deadline to December so that they will be able to put themselves together to meet it. And I will also want to add my voice that even though I'm not one of those who have not met it, we met it long ago and we are very liquid, we are doing very well. The government should, the regulator should take a second look at it and then do the extension for them. Because if they don't do, I don't know what they will do apart from accepting the extension, because what it means is that these institutions cannot operate. And if they cannot operate, because their licenses will be revoked, and if they should revoke licenses again, then the people will say, you said you are done, but you are still doing it.
So why don't they go into measures?
That is what I also recommend. That's what I also recommend to our colleagues, that if they should merge, if you have 1 million and the other has 1 million, you come together, you've met it, and you have one company. You know, in Ghana, that is the problem that we have. The people, everybody will want to take it as a solo and or a key player, want to play and score. But if you start from the end, you want to get to score, somebody will pull you down. And so I think I also, in as much as we are requesting that the regulator should accept to allow to accept to the extension proposal, they should also think of measure. Because even if they give December, some of them may not be able to meet it. So measure is an option that I will recommend and commend.
Away from that, the Private Enterprise Federation, PEF, the CEO of the PEF, Nana Bunsu, is pushing for a mechanism where multinationals in the country would be forced to cap dividends and profit repatriation to shareholders. He believes this would help deal with the expected pressure on the cedi in the first quarter of 2020. The decision by multinationals to repatriate their profits and dividends within the first quarter puts more pressure on the cedi. CEO of the Federation maintains if this option is strictly enforced by the Bank of Ghana, it could help manage the pressure on the local currency.
Every first quarter, when foreign investors are repatriating their profit home, there's a gyration. So what do? Sit down, talk to the businesses, those that are repatriating profit. Ghana does not have unlimited or limitless debt of foreign exchange. We have limited amounts. So if we're going to do that, let's target them in a way that the businesses who are looking to repatriate their profits home to pay dividend and all, will also appreciate and understand that they have to limit the repatriation a certain quantum, a certain percentage, a certain time, so it doesn't affect our currency. Because its effect on currency is also affecting the way we do business, and that's the factor.
You also supported that whilst we work with these companies to stagger their dividend payment, which they always say a little bit of a short-termish approach for more of a Bank of Ghana intervention to supply a little bit more dollars to stabilize it a little bit whilst you look at other long-termish measures?
That is not short-termish. Bank of Ghana does not create dollars. It gets dollars basically because of transactions and monetary policy. So if we're talking about having those that are taking that dollars away, working with government and staggering that we can take 1 quarter at a time, then the government should look at it and make sure that we can work with our partners. And much more, that's why we said that when we attracting FDIs, do we look at the quantum coming in? Because when they go out in liquid assets. When they come in liquid plus in-kind. How do we monetize the in-kind for them to repatriate that profit home? Those are kind of discussions we have to make. As much as and as long as we're trying to attract FDIs, let's look at the whole ball of wax. Let me give you an example. Ethiopia, attracting a whole range of FDIs. They're putting that FDI investment into products that are exportable. So the products go and they generate foreign exchange. So there's no demand and dependency on the local limited foreign exchange within the country. So these are where you can target your FDIs to produce enough elements within the country to go out and create more value, bringing a lot more foreign exchange.
And that's business for now. I'm coming back on the marketplace shortly with more business. My name is Emmanuel Boaji. Have a good afternoon.